Motivation in the workplace is very important. Motivation from the employees, motivation from the manager to the employees, will both help the store and the business succeed. Do you frequently find yourself wondering how can you get employees to become motivated and rise to the basic requirements of the job? Many leaders have been faced with this problem, and if it's not solved, it could cause problems within the company or team. The leadership style that I feel will work best with this situation will be the servant leadership style. According to Northouse, servant leadership is an approach to leadership that runs counter to common sense, and that the servant leader is to first make sure that other people's highest priority needs are being served. As the manager of the store, I feel that it is my duty to make sure that I'm helping followers succeed and grow. According to Northouse, servant leaders are to make sure their followers' career development is a top priority, including mentoring followers and providing them with support. As a manager, if I am able to make my coworkers' career development a top priority, then I am helping the business thrive. By mentoring my coworkers, I am helping them reach their full potential, and in return, they will be helping the business reach its full potential. Hello, everyone. I'm sure that you're all familiar with the painting company Sherwin Williams. I was an assistant manager for over a year and a half before being promoted to store manager. Once I was promoted to store manager, I moved to the new store to meet the new employees. Upon arriving at the store, I noticed that a lot of the employees were not very motivated. I'm not sure if they were not motivated because of their current positions and they were tired of doing the same job, or if the last store manager just wasn't very motivating. So I knew that there was something that I had to do in order to help the store thrive and help the employees reach their full potential. I considered several different leadership styles before picking the leadership style that I would implement in the store. The leadership style that I have chosen was the servant leadership style. According to Northouse, servant leadership helps followers become self actualized to reach their full human potential. If I could help my employees reach their full human potential, they will be able to thrive and possibly move up in the company. One of the major consequences of not having motivated employees is poor performance. Employees who are not motivated perform at a lower level than other workers. If there is no excitement for the mission of the company, it can be difficult to maintain the momentum needed to complete a project. Low productivity is a consequence of not being motivated, and other employees may feel that they have to work harder to compensate for unfinished tasks. I personally believe that the servant leadership style will help in this situation because the servant leader can empower their followers to work harder. Empowering refers to allowing followers the freedom to be independent, make decisions on their own, and be self sufficient. According to Northouse, this allows leaders to share power with their followers by allowing them to have some form of control. By giving the followers the freedom to make decisions within the company, it could increase their overall performance because they're actually getting to be involved with decision making. Another one of the major concerns of having demotivated employees is decreased revenue. Employees should add value to your business, whether through increasing revenue or supporting staff that produce sales. When an employee is not motivated to do the job properly, it can actually affect your bottom line. If employees do not produce enough work to pay for their positions, they become an expense instead of an asset. As a business owner, it's imperative to financially justify jobs added to your workforce, such as being balancing the cost of staff members with revenue that their position can generate. Employees with no motivation who do not complete assignments may not help keep your company pace with your projected earnings. One of the things that we all must consider when dealing with unmotivated employees is the fact that they can deliver poor customer service. Unmotivated employees may not have the energy or patience to deal with customers. If your employees are responsible for sales, order fulfillment, returns, or handling complaints, they may not adequately represent the company to the public. Consequences of no motivation can include a lack of follow through, not offering suitable explanations, no interest in satisfying requests, or being rude. One way that companies can motivate their employees is by offering incentives. An incentive is a motivating influence that is designed to drive behavior and motivate employees to produce quality work. Employers use several different types of incentives to increase production numbers. Employee incentives comes in a variety of forms, including paid time off, bonuses, cash, and travel perks. I personally think that incentives drives employee motivation because they offer workers more ways to strive than a regular paycheck. In my personal experience working here at Sherwin-Williams, I've noticed that if I'm able to recognize employees' hard work, they are more likely to do a good job and that they work hard because they know that I appreciate their hard work. Many employees need recognition from their employers to produce quality work. Recognition and employee reward systems identify employees who perform their job well. Acknowledging a job well done makes employees feel good and encourages them to do good things. Employers recognize workers by tracking progress and providing feedback about how they have improved over time. Public recognition is also a motivating factor that drives worker productivity. Another way that we could motivate employees here at the workplace would be to implement strategies. There are several ways employers can motivate employees and drive worker productivity because different factors influence different workers in different ways. Employers can utilize motivational strategies that encompass several techniques. For example, to influence workers who are money motivated, an employer could implement a daily spiff that pays cash instantly to employees who meet short term production goals. To achieve long term production goals, an employer could implement a program that encourages friendly competition between workers to meet production numbers. As a conclusion of the program, employers can publicly recognize top performers of a job well done. That is something that we do here at Sherwin-Williams quite often. We have like a Walmart gift card, and whoever sells the most paint out of the workers here in the store, they are offered the Walmart gift card or a gift card of their choice, which works really well because it motivates employees to do well and try to sell more paint, which in return helps the store do really well. So